now this is what I want to do. And yesterday I found myself just sad. He can't help it. He has a problem, Skip. It's an illness. It is like cancer. It's like diabetes. It's like any disease that's afflicted. It's afflicted him, and he got his hooks in him, and he cleans himself up for a little while, but he can't stay clean. And the NFL, Skip, the mere fact that the NFL is giving him this many opportunities. You know, Josh Gordon is only 28 years of age.
28.
Jenny said he's been suspended 5 times. I think 2 or 3 of those times have been indefinite.
He's 28.
They're doing everything they possibly can, Skip, but they can't monitor you 24 hours a day. I'm just sad. I just wish he could get with people in his life and he could surround himself with people. And when they see him start to turn left when he should go right or keep straight ahead, they were like, nah, Josh, not today. Because for a short period of time, Skip, he can clean his act up, but he just can't keep it clean. And I'm just sad because Skip, you know, because for me, when I look at it and I'm like, and it took someone that had has a similar situation. And it's like, Shannon, obviously you don't have an addiction, but it's like you're hungry. And you know when you're hungry, you make bad decisions when you're hungry. They say, you know, if you have Skip, if you want a meal plan, you have a healthy lifestyle, if you have accessible, great food to eat, you're more apt to eat it. It's when you become hungry and you don't have it when you make bad decisions. That's the tug, that's the pull, that's in Josh Gordon that he can't let skip. The man has thrown away 60, 70, 80 million dollars. He has Julio Jones ability. He's 6'3.5", 230 pounds and can run 4.4.
Yeah.
He led the league in receiving 1 year, Skip, and missed 2 games. That's the kind of ability this young man had. I'm afraid, Skip, and I hope I'm wrong. I'm a guy like, how many chances is enough? NFL, give me as many chances as you can. Skip, I'm afraid that without the NFL, I'm afraid the direction that he's really going to go in. I think the NFL has allowed him to stay clean for as long as he did stay. I'm just afraid, Skip. I'm hurt. I'm sad. I'm big into personal accountability, but he just can't help himself. He just can't help himself.
Which is why I have gone from sad to angry about all this. I've been around Josh Gordon a couple of times, and I liked him a lot. Tom Brady loved this still young man at 28 years of age. He's smart. He's cool. He's fun to be around. And he obviously has an illness or sickness or whatever you want to describe it as.
Correct.
He has an addiction. He's happier high.
Yes.
And we've seen a lot of people in life who are just, in the end, they're just happier, either drunk or high.
Yes.
And they just say, I don't care what God gave me. I'm just happier this way. And he continues to show you, I'm happier this way.
Right.
And the NFL keeps saying, no, you can't do that. So you flunked another test, so now it's 5 times. And to me, I hate to say this, but the NFL keeps enabling him to come back again and again and again. And he just goes through cycles of, okay, I'll play for a while, but that doesn't make me that happy.
Right.
I gotta be happier high. And maybe I can beat the test, and I'm sure he's beaten a whole bunch of them over these many years because he's played a good while.
Right.
And I think back to 2013, there were games where I said, that's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We saw he was on an arc in 2013 to be in the Hall of Fame.
The reason why Coach Belichick traded for him, Coach Belichick saw what he did to his team when he was in Cleveland. He went for like almost $2 billion on Coach.
He did. And yet, if you really look back at his career going back to college, he had all these same issues at Baylor right away. And he was a top recruit in the country.
Yeah.
He was, everybody wanted
Lumped out of Baylor. He went to, tried to go to Nebraska, couldn't get it.
And then he went to Utah.
Utah, that's where he
He went to Utah and he didn't play it down because he couldn't even get eligible to play at Utah.
And even, Skip, and even with that, when you, no matter what your issues are, once you come into the NFL, Skip, you start with a clean slate. And within a year, he was already suspended.
I know.
So, Skip, this is...
And then 2 years ago, he's suspended indefinitely, and he wound up out here in an apartment with Johnny Manziel. And trust me, they did Hollywood. And it was some wild times. But he knows deep down, oh, they'll have me back at some point.
Well,
okay.
Skip, let this thing, for people at home. If you are when you do something and the consequences are unimportant to you, or the financial gain that you could reap are unimportant to you, that's an addiction.
It is.
Skip, it doesn't matter that he's going to get suspended. It doesn't matter that he's flushed $60 million. That's not normal behavior. A normal, prudent, rational person says, there's no way I'm going to do this and lose $60 million. There's no way I'm going to lose this in this opportunity to provide for my family, because and Josh came from a very similar situation. I'm sure most of the NFL players come from very similar situations, very impoverished situations where we want to make better for our families, make a better life for if we were to have kids, that they're better, not only do better, but I can tell them and instruct them better than what I was. But for him to forego all of that, because he can't, like you said, he would rather be this. And when I heard people, what's wrong with it? Bruh, smoke. Skip. It's like the NFL tells you when they're going to give you the test. They test you one time a year before the start of the season. And if you get popped with marijuana, it's one or two things. You're two Ds. You're either dumb or you're dependent.
I agree.
So he can't, Skip, like I said, I'm huge on personal accountability. But he can't help it. And my heart just broke. I was like, damn.
I got it.
And then he got a PED. So what I'm thinking he knew he was dirty, and then he tried to clean it, tried to mask it.
He did.
So that's what happens. And now it's like, bruh.
That's messy.
I just wish-
Seems like a lot of trouble to go through.
Okay, Shannon
scary
Sharp.
part.
Tell me what would happen in any other line of work. If you're working for any other company in this country of ours, if you keep doing that, what happens?
They let you go.
They just let you go. They just say no. Okay? So is that what he needs? Does he need somebody just to say no to him?
Skip, I'm afraid what happened to him if they just say no. But the thing is, Skip, even when the football say yeah, he can't stay, he ends up right back to where he was, back to square one. And I remember, he got into it with a lot of different guys when Chris Carter reached out to him, and he's like, I don't have an addiction. I'm not trying to tell you anything wrong. I'm not trying to tell you anything to hurt you. I'm trying to help you. I know you got to live one day at a time. But Skip, Skip, he's 28, and he's been suspended 5 times. He spent more time away from the game than he spent in the game. And for whatever reason, not the financial, not the fame, not the ability to provide for your family, none of that matters. So that's what that's telling you. When you have an addiction, nothing else matters. Not your family, not